Hello friends, happy Monday. Welcome back to a new vlog. I am having a low-key morning. As you saw, I got out for my little walk around the neighborhood. It's so funny because like the later in the year we get, the longer it stays darker in the morning. So when I rolled over after scrolling on my phone at 7:30, which is half an hour later than we usually go for a walk, I was like, oh, it's still dark. Like it would have been light a week ago. So that was kind of crazy, but we had a lovely walk and got a little mile down. And now I'm just working away on my keyboard. I have some things to do and I have 3 client calls today. So it's going to be a very jam-packed full day. We're gonna go see my parents. We're gonna have a little Monday night date night and have some yummy mac and cheese. I think my dad's making that. Watch Only Murders. I think we're gonna talk about our house projects a little bit. And then my mom is also going to review my iconic proposal for my RFP. Fingers crossed it goes well. And then by Friday at the latest, I'll be submitting. So I'm just very excited. So once she reviews, she worked for the government and state for a long time. Once she reviews, then I'm gonna shoot it off to the current contractor and another person, and we'll just see like what their thoughts are. And then after that, we're good to go. My references did get back to me, luckily, so got a whole full list of people, and I think that will be really good. They're really complimentary names, and I think that will be helpful. But yeah, I'm feeling good about it. So I'm just kind of getting things done. I have 2 more client calendars to write based on the meetings today. So we will have a little bit of work to do, but we are taking off Thursday for a girls' day in Seattle with Nicole. We have lots of fun things coming up. So trying to stay on task. I got some web projects in motion too that I need to do and just kind of stay on top of all the work. But it's shaping up to be a great week and I'm very excited. So yeah, join me for another week. Literally so crazy. The rainbows. I know this isn't safe, but I had to. Hello friends, I just ran some errands. I dropped off our ballots. I mailed our vote forward letters finally. And then I also went to Goodwill. I dropped off some stuff that had been sitting in our hallway, which feels so good. So I got that done. This rainbow, you guys, pause. Is that not the prettiest thing you've ever seen? I know there's rain. It's kind of distracting from it, but oh my God. I've never seen something that prominent before. Went and did those errands. I had a very productive day, just getting client work done. And now I'm headed off to my parents' house. It is 5 o'clock on the dot. Literally what would be like a 40-minute wait in the Goodwill, like drive-through donation drop box was a 3-minute wait. And that was beautiful. I got everything done, those 3 things, in 20 minutes, which is just unheard of. I left my house at 4:30. So crazy. Anyway, 5 o'clock on the dot. Headed to my parents, gonna have a lovely, relaxing night, but it's been a very productive day. Hello friends, look at those little eyebrows. We love that. I told Kelsey to go a little bit darker, just because the dye comes off, you know, naturally. So if we go a little bit darker, the first day, it's usually like, whoa. And then you take a shower and you wash things off and it's fine. So anyway, I'm back from my little appointment. Now I have one more call. And I filmed at like a client's place of business. I went to a coffee shop, as you saw, got some work done, got my everything croissant. Love it. And now I need to make some lunch before my last client call. And then I think Jared and I are gonna go out to dinner somewhere later and just have a lovely low-key night. But I've been wrapping up things for my RFP proposal thing that I've been working on for a city government situation. And getting lots of things answered from, you know, trusted people in my circle who, you know, have done things like this before, and just making sure I'm hitting all of the, you know, dotting all my I's, crossing all my T's, hitting all the things. So I'm feeling pretty good, but that is my Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yep. That's my Tuesday for you. Good morning and happy Wednesday. It really feels like we're like inching closer to Friday, but we aren't. Anyway, I am parked here. My hair appointment is pretty soon, so I think I'm just gonna read and I'm going to relax, but I wanted to open the vlog, say hello. I feel like this week has been a whirlwind with all of like the proposal stuff that I've been doing, same with last week. I had a great email exchange yesterday with the current consultant who is in the position that I'm applying for, and she says it looks great. She had very minor edits for me, just kind of like best practices that I didn't know about. So that's very helpful in like the grand scheme of things for like the future too. And it's looking great. So I'm just gonna wait for my friend. I asked a friend to look at it really quickly, and then I'll submit Friday morning. That's my goal. I need to scan some paperwork that I filled out, and then somehow like compile it into the same PDF, which I know how to like compress or like make a combined PDF, but I might need to like create like a note of like numbers on the like navigation, kind of, if that makes any sense. Not like the page number, but like the item that it's referencing in the paperwork. So I might try to import it to Canva. If not, oh well, we'll just make a little note on the page before it. But that was one of the best practices, was like making sure that you literally note like what every single thing is like talking to from like the requirement section, because if for whatever reason it seems like I didn't answer something, I could get my proposal thrown out and it could be like disqualified from that. So yeah, we're just trying to make sure like I take a little bit of like creative liberty with like how I display the information. And so like noting on the footer of every page, like this answers number 2 and like A and B or A through C, whatever. It's just important. So we're just kind of finessing some little things. We're gonna need to edit that, but it's gonna be fine. But yeah, it's very gloomy. I feel like I'm more tired than normal. I think it's like it's staying darker longer, like in the morning, and then also being darker earlier. It's a whole thing. Jared and I went out to dinner, as you saw a little clip of, and we went to one of our favorite like sushi places, and it was literally pitch black at 7 p.m. when we got out. We went and got crumble, and we tried the banana upside down cake. Oh my God. I could have one every single day, but I won't. But they're so good. So we had that, and then we headed home and just had a very relaxing rest of our evening. Tomorrow is my big girls' day in Seattle with Nicole, which I cannot wait for. So basically, I am gonna go park at her house. We're gonna carpool to Seattle. We have a fun-filled day full of festive stuff. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to like a high tea. I think it's like just the Halloween tea at Cafe Flora, which is one of my favorite like vegan restaurants, like vegan vegetarian, in like a little residential area in Seattle. We're gonna get to eat like little meringue ghosts and like fun things like tea sandwiches and stuff, and then we're gonna probably go walk Greenlake. It's not looking the best for the weather, but I got a rain jacket, and we will figure it out. That's about like just short of a 3-mile walk, so we will see how we're feeling for that. And then we've picked out a great restaurant for dinner later on in Ballard, I want to say is the neighborhood, because that's where, yes, it is Ballard, because that's where our felting class is happening. So we're doing a felting class. I think we're making like a little ghost or something, and then we are, yeah, basically just living our best life. And we're probably gonna eat at like this Vietnamese restaurant. I think that's what it is. They're the ones that have like the banh mi sandwiches, so super good. Very stoked, because it's not every day that you find a vegetarian banh mi, and I cannot wait. That sauce is just so good, and I cannot wait to try it. So that's our rough plan. Obviously things could change, but it's just gonna be a fun day. Like, I suggested the tea, and then she was like, oh my God, would you want to go to this felting class? And I was like, bet, let's take off like half the day. So we're gonna work, and then the felting class is at night. So we're gonna work in the morning, and then at noon I'm gonna head to her place, meet her, and then have a little Thursday in Seattle. Should be very fun. And then Friday, try to keep my days together. Friday I have nothing. It's going to be a heavy work day to make up for missing Thursday. Getting that proposal submitted, doing all the things, and then this weekend I've got some fun stuff too, but yeah, just need to get through everything. Tonight we have a dinner party with Jenny and her husband Brian, my friend and colleague, with our clients Dean and Matt. They are so fun, and we work very closely with, both of them, but Dean primarily, and we love when we can get together and have like a little dinner party. We're just like friends. I love when that happens with clients, like they become your friend and it's not just a working relationship. So we're gonna have a lovely dinner. I think Brian and Jenny's the one who married us. She officiated our wedding. We asked her if she wanted to be, paid in any way, and she refused. So it was my excuse, or our excuse, to spoil her with lots of gifts. And so one of her gifts was a cooking class in Portland. And so she decided to take her husband Brian, and they did a little romantic date night, and they learned how to make tacos like from scratch. So they made tortillas from scratch. They made what is it called? This is just me being a bad Mexican as per usual. But they made like the meat. They learned how to do everything. And Brian is going to make them for us tonight. So excited. I think mine are going to have potato, and then he's also going to make chicken. So basically I'm making tacos, and then I think Dean and Matt are bringing the dessert. And then we were tasked with chips and like salsa and dip. So I got a queso and a salsa. So it should be very fun. It should be a feast, and it's been literally since pre-COVID when we had a proper like dinner party with these same people. We've gone out to restaurants, like seen plays, like things like that, but we've never like gotten together in a long time. It's gonna be a good week. So that's my update. I'll catch you after my hair is all refreshed. This is the hair we got back, and I chatted with my cousin Rachel for like 4 hours, and we just kikied, and I took the day off work again, but I didn't have too much to get done. I'm almost finished with one of my client calendars that I have to wrap up. I only have 2, and I shot off some details to our graphic designer, so that's done. We're in a really good spot, and I can relax taking the day off of work tomorrow. But this is the hair. We kind of chopped a little bit off in the front because the front pieces, I guess, grow back longer when like your hair is growing. So we wanted it a bit evened out. And then she also just kind of like took the, what is it called? Like the shears or whatever, and just kind of like thinned it out. And we did like a root touch up. I feel like my eyebrows looked kind of insane because like I told her to do them darker because the dye fades, but I think they look perfect. Like right now, this would be like my perfect look if it could look like this all the time. But you know, it never does. I do need to grab some little things for our dinner. I need to grab the queso and the salsa. I'm so excited to see everybody. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm bringing this Gordo's home style recipe. Never had it. And then this, I think it's called Ithaca salsa. I love this brand. It's like very bougie. So figured if I have to bring chips and salsa to a dinner party, I'm bringing the good stuff. So hopefully splurging a bit, a few more bucks is helpful. I had a wonderful, lovely day seeing Alaycia, getting my hair done, and then getting the finishing touches on my whatever qualification thing. And I combined everything. I scanned all of like the paperwork and I combined it, and it looks beautiful. And I feel so proud of it. I know I'm like keep saying that, but it's just very exciting. And then some news on the other place that we submitted the proposal for. As a team, we have been selected to move on to the interview round, so I'm very excited. And then after that, they pick the person. So I still don't want to get my hopes up too much, but it would be a very fun opportunity. So we will see. That's the latest update for you, work and life. But tomorrow is Seattle, and I cannot wait. Happy Friday, friends. Tonight is a takeout in bed kind of day. We have had quite a long day. I'll have to fill you in tomorrow, catch you up. But we got pho, which is our local pho place. So delish. Got a little avocado roll, got a banh mi that we're splitting, and then we each got our own pho soup. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. I wanted to officially decompress, talk to you about everything that had happened yesterday and the day before. So we ended up in the ER for Jared because he had a kidney stone earlier this year, and he started having flank pain exactly where he had it last time, but it was a little different. But he was like, oh God, I wonder if this is like the start of it. So the hypochondriac bug has hit him. It has bounced off of me and is now in his body. He has become possessed, but luckily it wasn't that. It was a really bad muscle strain. So they gave him muscle relaxers, told him to take Tylenol, you know, whatever. They did like the workup, didn't see any stones or whatever. But we're just navigating some other health stuff. So that's just kind of been on our mind, kind of like that's what's making him a little elevated, like with the stress. But that was unexpected. So we ended up in the hospital or whatever, ER, urgent care, the night I came back from Seattle. So Thursday night, like 2 a.m. Friday morning. Ended up in the ER. So I was exhausted yesterday. And as I mentioned earlier in the vlog, it was like a work heavy day. I needed to just like pound some things out. So that's why I didn't vlog very much. And that is also why we changed our plans to takeout, because, oh my God, Queen, I just could not make that work. But now it's a new day, a new dawn, and it's Saturday. So today is a really fun day with Kayla. We are going to a haunted farmer's market. I don't think that there's like anyone who jumps out at you. It's just that the items themselves are like spooky or like Halloween themed, which I'm so excited for. This is in Tacoma. So I'm headed over to her house right now. And then from there, we're gonna drive to Tacoma, and I think we're gonna pick up some Cutter's Point coffee. Gonna get a little burrito on the way. And just have a fun, low-key, chill girls' day. Then I go back to Tacoma tomorrow for my book club group. All of us Olympia ladies are gonna carpool to Tacoma, and Sumai is graciously driving. So we're all gonna meet her at her place tomorrow morning. We're going to do a book swap this time. So instead of like just picking a book to read, we're each bringing one and then we're swapping with someone else. And I actually still have a couple pages left of Matthew Perry's Memoir. We're gonna tighten that up tonight, and then I'm like, honestly, I feel like I've been putting it off because I'm very sad to part with it, and also just very sad to be done with it. It was such a good read, and you know, it was well written. Love him obviously, but I just gained such a new respect for him. And I will say that my thoughts from the previous vlog before Spokane, where I talked about it, are true. They still hold true. And I don't know, it was just very sad, and like just hearing about the true tea of like what went down and like how he did succumb to his addiction eventually. It's just so sad. And like it just goes to show you like it's an illness. As much as you want it to change, like it is an illness, and like we can't be blaming like addicts or addicted people for their stuff. And it was just really sad. But it was an incredible read. One of my top books for sure, and I can't wait to get it back after I loan it. I definitely want to start eventually, once I buy more books and actually start reading them. I want to do like the rainbow bookshelf, but I know that's pretty hard, and especially like when you don't buy them for the color. So it might take a while, but that is my ultimate goal. I would love to have a cute little mini rainbow bookshelf. We're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna Zoom with Maya when I get home from book club, and it's just gonna be a cozy little weekend.
like show the camera.
Kayla's first Howdy Bagel.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Can we call it my first one if it's not really like...
No, it is.
Okay. I feel like
Honestly, it might be better just to have it plain. So then you can experience everything. Okay. She did the chili crunch cream cheese.
This looks, oh my god.
I just did the roasted garlic.
If you want to try a bite of my cream cheese, I'm just gonna dunk it in here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That's good. Bagel's good too.
Uh-huh. You see what I'm saying? It really fucks.
Okay.
As Maya says. The pickled onions kind of fuck me up.
Really?
Because they're pickled. So they have the brine on them.
They're like really strong.
And it's like making it soggy.
Oh
well.
As Raven would say, that eats.
She ate and left no crumbs.
There's something else that they started saying. I'm like, I don't understand.
No cap.
I've heard that. Is it like chat? Like, yeah, like cha, but like it.
Absolutely not.
I don't know. I don't know if that's actually it or not. Don't ask me. I'm not.
Absolutely not. I am a boring millennial. Oh my gosh, friends. We are back in our car. That was such a fun little adventure with Kayla. So I got this adorable mug or cup. It looks disgusting. I apologize. Haunted Farmers Market. This is their logo for like the Tacoma Haunted Farmers Market. This was a thing called Serial Killer, I think. And it's like the Fruity Pebbles cereal. It looks disgusting. I promise it was good. It was like pomegranate and Italian soda like cream and a bunch of stuff, and then the cereal. But it's a reusable cup, so that's very cute. I also got some other stuff I'll show you guys. We'll do a haul when I get home. But I realized I never like talked to you about Seattle when I went with Nicole and all of that good stuff. So I figured we could talk about that whilst I drive home. It was very lovely. I highly, highly, highly recommend the Cafe Flora. Delicious tea. They have like a tea room in their place and it's just stunning. And I think they do like tea events that aren't just the seasonal, but we did the Halloween one, and then I think they have a holiday one that's coming up, which we definitely want to do. So stay on the lookout if you're interested. It's a vegetarian cafe, and then they also have like vegan options. So if you want the vegan menu, that's totally doable. So cute. Love, love, love. And then we went to Greenlake and we did the just short of 3-mile walk. Luckily the weather held out. It was beautiful. It was sunny. The leaves were falling, so it was kind of windy. So like the leaves were like rustling around us. It was so beautiful. And then I kid you fucking not, we passed the Macklemore on the trail. So if you know Greenlake, it is a very short distance between you and the person who's next to you. So like there's 2 different lanes, and we were in this lane and he was in this lane. It's like literally 2 feet apart. And I observe, you know, I have no words still. I observe anyone who's walking, and he was there, I believe, with his son and his middle child, his other girl, Coco and Hugo. And it was just him, no Trisha, no Sloan. He was just walking, and he had his shades on. So I didn't approach him or like say anything. I just smiled and like nodded. And I know he could tell that I was looking a second too long. And then I definitely noticed who he was. But I just figured with the family and the fact he had shades on, I was not gonna like do anything. If he would have like said hello, then maybe I would have engaged. But I just pretended like I didn't know him, because I feel like that would draw a lot of attention to him also. But he was definitely him. He definitely talked like him. He talked to the kids like shortly after as he was passing. And that's when Nicole was like, oh, that's Macklemore, when she heard his voice. And I was like, yeah, girly pop. Like, we just witnessed a celebrity sighting. That was wild. Wild, wild, wild. No words, truly no words. My heart rate, I think, went up to like 170, and I think my legs were about to fall off. Because I think in the beginning, I was just like shocked and I didn't process it until he walked away. And that's when I took this picture, which I'll insert here. And I feel fine sharing it because he has shades on and his kids' faces are not in the picture. But it is him. There is no denying that. And it was wild. I mean, he lives in Seattle, so it's not unheard of, but that's just like a once in a lifetime. Don't think it'll ever happen again. But while I regret not saying something, I do think I did the right thing. So hopefully my karmic future is positive. But anyway, that was crazy. And then we went to our little felting class, and that is so fun. I would do felting again, 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. We made the little ghost that you saw, and the ghost had little like witches hats and cauldrons with like things bubbling from it. And then they had little pumpkins that like went on the side of them. So very, very cutesy. And I love it. I would do the class again. They have like other classes there. It's called Monster. It's like a craft store. And the people there were so nice. The gals leading the workshop were great. And Nicole actually went to high school with one of them, so it was like really funny. But it was a lovely little day. Today was great. It was so much fun. Michael Myers was just walking around. Everyone was like in costume too. I mean, like half of us were not dressed up, but like the other half, it was like crazy good. Like amazing special effects, amazing masks, amazing makeup. And it was like actually witchy stuff. Like the vendors were like actually spooky. It wasn't just like a haunted like farmer's market, and it was like, you know, pumpkins. Like it was actually like really spooky stuff, taxidermy, like witches, mediums, like all that stuff, crystals, like real crystals. So it was kind of wild. It was really cool to see like all the different things, but I'm definitely overheating in this coat. I'm heading home. It is a dreary day. The rain kind of held up for a little bit, but now it is back. We stood in line at Howdy Bagel and said hello to our friends there. I hadn't been, I believe, since the first time I went. Like I haven't gone a lot, but I realized, oh my God, it's on Main Street. Like we're right here next to Howdy Bagel. And Kayla had never been, so I was like, we have to go and you have to experience it because it is top notch. So if you still haven't and you are anywhere near Tacoma, you have to give Howdy Bagel a try. Gay owned, very ethical. We love to support them. One of the owners actually passed tragically in a murder in New Orleans. You might have heard of that. It made like national news, but pretty sure it was a hate crime. And I haven't like read up on it lately, but I think the guy was pretty young who killed him, and just killed him cold blood in front of his husband. And they were co-owners of Howdy Bagel. It's so sad. But his husband has gone on to keep running the business. I don't know how he does that. And, you know, continuing to still make an impact in his community. It's a beautiful business to support. So if you can get out there, show your support. Very, very ethical, very like community focused and progressive. We'd love to see it. The logo also I love is just like sexy man's. He's like a little rodeo man. But yeah, it was good to see Howdy Bagel still thriving, and all the staff is always nice, like as per usual. But yeah, it felt really good to get out and have like a girls' day, catch up with Kayla. I haven't seen her in so long, so had to spill the tea, had to catch her up on my life. Kayla is definitely like one of my longest time and my closest best friends. And yeah, we just had so much to catch up on. So lots of things happening in both of our respective lives, but it's just great whenever we can have like a quality time day. And I think we may have something up our sleeve to get back together sooner than later. But it was just so nice, so healing. I really needed that. And then tomorrow, like I mentioned, we're going to the Art House Cafe in Tacoma, which Kayla actually said she's been to, and it's really good. So I'm very excited to check it out. So I'll be up bright and early again tomorrow to do book club and see my other girlies. It should be very fun. Also, oh my God, Lady Gaga slaying the house boots down mama with Disease, her new song. Oh my God, it's so good. It's the Halloween we needed, the Halloween bop. So freaking good. I just love her. I am home now and I will show you my finds. I didn't spend that much money. I'm very proud of it. I have to say that if you are Kira, Nicole, or my dad, you need to not look at this little segment. So just like skip ahead like a good 5 minutes, okay? I mean, there's not gonna be much left of this vlog anyway, but if you wanna click off now, it's fine. But I got both of these here, hold on. This is for Kira. I got this sick ass bag, and she loves Lady Gaga, so I was thinking of putting like some House Labs like makeup in it from the Sephora sale. But isn't that fucking iconic? It is so her. And then for Nicole, I got her some earrings. Nicole is the jewelry queen, so I know it's not an expensive piece like her beautiful real gold jewelry, but I thought she would like these. I got these like bats, and they're red. They're really creepy, little bats. And then I also got her these little like spooky cats with little brooms and witch hats. And these are like gold and black. These are more silver. I know she's not a silver girly, but I thought these were so cool, so I couldn't resist. This is from Coral Ave, handcrafted jewelry. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I was thinking those for maybe her birthday present or Christmas. I haven't decided. And then for my dad, I got him this beautiful tea towel that has the varieties of hops because he brews his own beer and loves beer. So I thought that was super cute for him. You know, dads are always the hardest to shop for. So any like extra thing that's unique that I can get, I'm gonna get it. And then for myself, of course, I had to just get something for me. When I saw this concept, I guffawed. I gagged out loud. It is the Friends logo from the TV show, but with horror icons. So it has like the Bride of Frankenstein, and of course, I was drawn to Miss Elvira here in the front. I thought that was such a cute concept, and they had it on this shirt. It is a little small, especially when it shrinks in the wash, but this is the only size they had, so I went with the large. It's a bigger large. And then she was like, yeah, so the t-shirts and the cups are all buy one, get one half off. But I said, and she mentioned, she's like, we have this print in a tote bag, and I was like, I know. I was like between the two, and I was like, I know you said cups and shirts, but I would have if like the tote bag was on sale. And she's like, oh, I'll just give it to you for the half off. So I was like, okay, queen. I believe she was a Latina artist. It's called, is it Camellia? I think it's Camellia's Bows and More by Sandra Romero. Romero does sound Latina, but it was like so affordable. And this is the beautiful matching tote bag. Good morning, friends. Happy Sunday. I am getting this ready to go for dinner. I'm doing a Crockpot tortilla soup. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm hopeful. We're using these Bob's Red Mill red lentils. I don't usually cook with lentils either. So I know typically people soak them, but this recipe just said that rinse them. It does say on here too, just rinse lentils before cooking. So you know what? We're thriving. We're also going to use these in a recipe this coming week if they work out and I like them. Fun. Luckily, this one is just a one pot wonder. You don't even have to, you know, brown onions or anything on the stove. It's just everything goes in. It sits for like 8 hours and you're golden. So I'm very excited. Right, we are here. I brought my book. My contribution obviously is a Matthew Perry book. It was so good. I finished it last night and wowza. That is just so sad. Like, it's so heartbreaking. He wanted a marriage, he wanted kids, he wanted so much more in his future. And it just makes me so sad that he never got it. And it's like crazy because like obviously he knew he was at death's door before he even died. And so like hearing him talk about death and how he didn't want to die and like all of these things is just so eerie, like knowing that he did. It's wild, but seriously, one of my favorite books in the entire world. I cannot wait to get it back. And I hope whoever gets it today likes it. I'm excited to see what I get because it could be really anything. I'm betting it's probably going to be fiction, which is good because I'm trying to do like a nonfiction, fiction, nonfiction, fiction. So I'm very, very excited to see what I get, but I'm giving this to someone today. We're going to go to Art House Cafe. I'm so excited. I looked at their menu last night and I think I'm going to do the Eggs Benedict. It looks fire flame, but also all of their like French toast and their pancakes look good. The Crockpot tortilla soup is doing its thing. We just have to add the cream cheese after it like makes itself for like 7-8 hours. Then we mix in the cream cheese and then we top it with whatever we want. I don't think I'll need sour cream because we have the cream cheese, but typically when it's like a tortilla soup or like a bowl of some sort or like chili that has no cream cheese or like cream in it, I need a little bit of sour cream. So I probably won't need sour cream this time, but I have some fresh like green onions I can chop up, and then I have tortilla chips that can go in there too, obviously. So you know, we'll just see how it goes, but I'm excited. It should taste delicious. And then I need to get gas. I'm so surprised I'm not on E already. But I have like 28 miles range until I poop out. So I need to go get gas and I need to go get groceries for the week when we get home. And I'm going to chat with Maya the rest of the evening. And it should be a good time. Watch Dragula and have fun. I can't believe, as you know me, we decorate for Christmas on November 1st every year. There's 2 months for every holiday. We have 2 months for fall, so September 1st to November 1st, and then 2 months for Christmas, November 1st to January 1st, and I do not mess around. Like January 2nd or 3rd, it is done. It is down, gonzo. I'm not the person who's like, oh, I like decorate after Thanksgiving and then I leave it up like through like the end of January. Nah, dog. Once the Christmas season is done, Mariah Carey is put away, I'm not interested anymore. So if you're new here, mentally prepare yourself that next weekend is decorating weekend. And I'm so stoked. We do have some little bit of fall stuff left over to do. And obviously there's like Thanksgiving and stuff, but I just personally, I cannot wait. Lauren is already like, can I just play some Mariah Carey? Like, we're definitely there mentally. Hello friends, it is the next day. I am driving and I wanted to close out the vlog, but I also have to tell you about what Maya and I did last night. So I made that delicious tortilla soup. It was so freaking good. The girls' little book club meeting was everything. I do have my new book. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I will show it to you in next week's vlog. But I got Maddie. So basically we have a whole group of like 5 girls and everyone brought a book that they love or they've recently read. And then we did like a random like counter thing where it was like, if you look up like random wheel generator on Google, you'll find one, and we put in all of our names. So it was like spinning a wheel. So you press the screen and it spins the wheel, and then whoever's name you landed on, you got their book. So I got Maddie's and I'm so excited. It's like sci-fi fiction and it's not typically your girl's genre. So I am challenging myself. I am getting myself out of my shell and I'm very excited. I feel like it's going to be very good for me. We have our plans. I think we're doing like a dinner girls night at a wine bar next month, which will be very fun. And yeah, it's just going swimmingly. But Maya and I then Zoomed. I ate my tortilla soup, it was so good. And we watched Dragula, and then we watched Terrifier 2. And oh my God, you guys. You know how I looked up the plot and I was like, like I could take it or leave it. But these bitches left out a whole bunch of stuff in the Wikipedia plot. That shit was not low-key under any definition of the word. That was a lot of energy. So just as bad as the first one, if not worse. So can't wait for 3. Yeah, don't trust the plot. It really like dumbs it down and makes it very vague, which I guess is good because like most people are not psychotic like me and they don't search the plot before they watch a movie. But I would not have survived that had I not searched the plot. So it was a lot. I'm still very scarred. And I'm realizing Sunday night when I'm supposed to be sleeping, probably not the best idea to watch horror movies, but you live and you learn, and that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, it was lovely chatting with Maya. Again, would not recommend the Terrifier for anyone who's new to horror, but if you like slasher horror, Lots of guts, lots of blood. It is up your alley. And just keep in mind, like, it does look fake. Like, they look like mannequins. So it's not like, it's like disturbing, but like not in the extent of like I literally think I'm watching a human. I'm also just deeply concerned by the fact that I'm this desensitized. So that's another topic for another day. But I highly recommend the Terrifier and Terrifier 2. I think Maya is gonna go to Terrifier 3 in theaters, but it's still in theaters, and she'll report back. Also, oh my God, I'm thrilled for Miss Maya. She is going to the Boulay Brothers Boston show in Halloween. If you don't know, they always do a Halloween show in Boston, and Throb Zombie's gonna be there, and it's just, oh my God, I'm so excited for her. Trixie's DJing. It's gonna be like quite a night. So she's dressing up, which is so cute. And she's gonna have a blast. She's not gonna like meet them or anything. We're still saving that for our day together. But she's gonna have so much fun. And I'm so thrilled for her. So anyway, Maya, if you're watching this, have so much fun. Eat all the Halloween candy, have all the spooks for me. You deserve it. But yeah, that is my end of my weekend. So I just wanted to wrap it up here. And I have lots of things coming up in the next vlog. So I'll see you next week. Bye.